Hi everybody, welcome to Let's Talk Chiropractic. You know, a long time ago as a chiropractor, when I saw the great results we started getting, but so many people, I go out to different social events and they were so afraid of chiropractors. I thought, let's do a TV show where people can hear it from patients. She is not a paid actor, and then you can actually watch what the adjustment is like. So this is Brianna Morrison. Brianna, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a mom of two girls. I have a family at home. I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's pretty much it.
Okay. What I'm excited about this show is I tell you that every day we get referrals from attorneys because I get gentle results and I know how to write up a good 12-page legal report, which is what they like. And also now, her doctor, we get referrals from many doctors. It used to be in the past where no doctors would refer because if the patient's roughed up by the chiropractor, I'm sure the doctor is going to say, I'm not going to refer them. So she was referred to us by a doctor. So let's take a break, come back and see what kind of pain she is and how she's coming along. Let's go back to the beginning. Be like a detective. The first time I met her, which was only what, Brianna, like 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Tell us, how long though has your body been hurting?
About 2 years.
So what do you think started the whole problem?
I honestly don't know. I was just doing daily activities and I started to have hip pain. I went to the doctor. We tried anti-inflammatory pills, steroids, arthritis medicine. They could not figure it out. Up to the last 2 months, I started to get back pain as well. It was affecting my daily life. I couldn't clean my house. I couldn't tend for my kids. And I'm like, if I can't tend for my kids, I need to tend to myself first to help them. So I went back to the doctor. They prescribed me a 5-day steroid pack. I felt good for a week, but the pain came right back. So then I went back and he said, do you see a chiropractor? And I said, I don't. And he referred me here, and that was the best decision ever.
But I'm curious, when he said, come to see Dr. John, was there any hesitancy or fear on your part?
There was.
So,
there was.
Because of stories you've
Yep.
heard? Or yeah, so.
And the videos you see. And
that's why I'm doing this. People will say to me, look at this video. Some chiropractor crunches everything. He gets a rope and he yanks people's necks. And the people look so like in shock. And I don't know why he does that, because that's the fear factor. So, okay, so you're hurting for 2 years, trying steroids.
Severe hip pain. I couldn't even walk. I couldn't move. I couldn't clean my house.
So then I walk in the room, and I could see it in your eyes. You know, you could see it's like, okay, my doctor referred me here after 2 years of pain, but I'm sort of afraid being here today. Mm-hmm. Is that sort of how you felt?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I try to read you. I try to read every patient to say, John, she's slender, she's young, she has a lot of pain for 2 years. Let's be gentle. So I try to explain to you, we're going to measure the length of your legs. We want to see if the sacroiliac joints are shifted or not. It is exciting for me, Bjorn. That's why I never get bored of coming to work. When you lay down on your belly, which we're going to show in 2 minutes, and we bend your feet up, and that one side was way off.
We took that video.
Yeah, oh, that's right. See, I forgot we took a video even.
So I could see it.
Remember, I only started doing that the last few months ago. When I asked you to put your phone in video mode so that my secretary could take the video, what did you think about that?
I was shocked to see the difference and then to see the actual result at the end.
Okay. And I hope you left thinking, okay, number one, it didn't hurt me.
No.
Right? Did you think it's so gentle, it's not going to really get any results? Like, were you expecting something rougher?
I was.
Okay. And again, from past videos. Yeah, so I'm trying to be like a detective with her because I want to get in your shoes. There are 100 people watching this show. You've had back surgery, still didn't help you. You're afraid to see a chiropractor. Or like her, you're seeing a doctor who maybe is not referring in Brianna, but then you need to say, this is my body. I'm not getting results with pain medication, steroids, maybe physical therapy, maybe you had epidural shots and even your nerves were burnt. If you have not gotten results, give me a chance. And I'm not trying to be egotistical. When I used to say, go see a chiropractor, but not every chiropractor is the same, Brianna. Why do you think your doctor sent you to me?
I'm curious if even you came here. Like, I don't know.
But
He
you
didn't
should
say.
I think what's happening through word of mouth, he's going to say, because I heard he's gentle. What if you came to me and I crunched you and you went back and said, oh my God, I'm worse? I'm sure he would say, I'm not going to refer anybody. But Dr. Krause has sent me probably 20 patients now where he understands that John has a more gentle, specific technique. So, and you saw the video,
Yeah.
you know, if you saw the last show, that man downloaded his video so we can see what it was like. He was off like an inch.
That's what I think I was about.
Yeah, so even with you. So my excitement anymore is we take a video because you were by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I pretend I'm her. She's laying face down. If I say to Brianna, I just did an orthopedic check on you, your one leg is this much longer. Now tap, tap, tap. I recheck it. It's level. If I was the patient, I would say, well, I didn't feel anything. You didn't crack me. You didn't twist me. So the video doesn't lie.
Yeah.
This man said he took it to work. And all the employees, even his boss, is like, you know, is there like magic or a gimmick to this or something? So again, folks, that's why I'm glad she came. I wasn't sure she was going to come today. Medical doctors are referring people to this office because we have a different technique. If you've been to other chiropractors and they rack your left side and they rack your right side and you're not getting better, I mean this in a gentle way, those techniques are probably good for some people, and that's who they should see. But if you're not getting results by that technique, I thank God that Dr. Krause, I write reports to these doctors, and I can mention 10 doctors' names. I give them a report so that he can say, you know what, great. If I were him, I would say, look at the fast results you're getting. 2 weeks, you feel so much better after 2 years of having all that kind of pain. Let's take a little break in about 20 seconds. So I want you to pretend you're me. Brianna's been hurting for 2 years. Many of you have been hurting for years. You were taking anti-inflammatories.
Yeah. They thought arthritis. They tried steroids. And then when I went back, because I was crying in pain, and I was like, something has to give. I thought I was going to live the rest of my life in pain. I honestly did.
But honestly, Brianna, that's why I never want to retire. You know, my friends keep saying to me, what do you mean never? It's not a physical job. It's easy on you. It's easy on me. You know, and know me, I would be bored if I wasn't doing something. So Brianna is getting much better. Let's take a break. We have another 7-minute segment, but I'm anxious for you to see how simple it was to fix a 2 year. She thought she was never going to get better. She's excited after what, like 2 weeks?
It's only 2 weeks.
Yeah, that she feels so much better. So let's take a break. Come on right back. Folks, pretend you're me. And I say this as humbly as I can, Brianna. I am not a brain surgeon. It must be awesome for a brain surgeon to remove a tumor and save a life. But in my humble way, and I give God the glory, I'm a body mechanic. You're a young, pretty mother who just said you thought you were going to just have to live with this pain. It's exciting. And it didn't take us 8 months.
No.
It took us a few visits. So I forgot about the video. So you're going to see in a few minutes. I asked her that day, Brianna, give me, because you were alone that day, I think, right? Give me your phone, put it in video mode. I got my secretary, and I wanted you to see, because what you're about to see, we don't rack and crack you like these scary videos that are out there. So if you watch scary videos of chiropractors, or if you've been roughed up by a scary chiropractor, number one, we are not all the same. Her doctors took x-rays. How could they tell such a young, slender woman, you have arthritis, the pills aren't working? Thank God Dr. Krause said to you, I'm not going to just give up on you, Brianna, and just live like this. Thank God he said, go see a chiropractor. Were you thinking about doing it anyway on your own?
I wasn't, because he asked me, he said, do you see one? I said, I don't.
Just maybe there was a fear factor, maybe. Yeah, and that's why we do these shows, Brianna. There are people who don't consider chiropractors because they think, I'm already hurting for 2 years. If this guy crunches me, it must be even more painful. So why take that chance?
Yeah, because it went from my hip, and then the last 2 months to my back too. So the whole part.
And you'll see on the video, folks, you know, if her pelvis is off that far, it has to influence everything else. Okay, I think we accomplished what you needed to. We're going to download in a few seconds her first visit, which is just a few visits ago. So don't think that it's going to take me months and months and hundreds of dollars. I'm as excited as you are that 2 years of pain has been corrected in what is
2
it?
weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Okay, so let's stop here. And then we're going to go down the hall. We're going to check you today to see if it's stayed in place. Okay, thanks everybody. Hi everybody, this to me is always the favorite part of our TV show. Let's recap quickly. So Brianna, how old are you?
I'll be 33 this week.
33-year-old nice slender woman, 2 years of pain. Her doctors give her anti-inflammatories, even steroids. Pain keeps returning. 2 years. She starts thinking, I'm never going to feel better. I got to live like this. Dr. Krause says to her, though, you know what? You've never seen a chiropractor. She was afraid. There are videos out there, and I know you've watched them, you've heard the stories of these rough chiropractors. So she probably thought, if I'm already hurting for 2 years and a rough chiropractor pounces on me, thank God Dr. Krause said, go see Dr. John, because he knows we have a gentle technique. You just watched the video of her. I told her just now, next time she sees Dr. Krause, I want her to show him that phone video. I think he's going to say, wow, 2 years my patient was hurting. 2 weeks of care, of gentle chiropractic care, her pain is gone. It's exciting for me. That's why I never want to retire. I think that I finally, Brianna, you know, when you first come out of school, you have this attitude, well, the more I crack, the more I will impress the patient. I'm learning as the decades have gone by, just be specific with your angles. You don't have to be rough. So let's see now, we're going to check it, and if she's unleveled today, we're going to adjust you on TV, okay? So put your hands up here. You ready? This is just what we did, and I do this all day long to every patient. We use a high-low because if one of her legs is unlevel, and I ask her to crawl on and crawl off, I think it might not give me an accurate leg check. So the high-low table means she was standing on a level platform. It should be more accurate for me now to measure the length of her legs. Again, just to show a video, if some people are not understanding. So if I had X-ray vision, this is what I'm checking. Her sacroiliac joints, when they shift, the legs are unlevel. It's not that you were born with an anatomically shorter leg. Her pelvis was off, maybe from crossing her legs, maybe sitting on top of her foot, maybe falling 5 years ago on ice. My job, measure the legs, make the adjustment, recheck the legs, and the body does the healing. So I am not a great doctor. I am a body mechanic. I get it in alignment, get her to not cross her legs, get ice on it, and 2 years of pain corrected in a few visits. So let's check her legs. I wanted people to see that spine so they have some idea when we talk about legs, it's really the whole pelvis. Okay, so they begin level. Yeah, and that's what I thought, Brianna. You're holding perfect, honey. So she's staying in place. So where did you put the ice?
Right back here.
Okay, so what we did, and you saw it on the video, the angle of my hands, the placement of my, we call it even the different, so I use this part of my hand and this part of my finger, that little tap. After 45 years of seeing over 1 million patients, you get to hopefully get better and better at what you do. So we got it in alignment. If we didn't take that video, I think she probably would have been thinking, gosh, he didn't hurt me at all. He didn't crack me. He didn't twist me. But once that goes, the whole thing started getting tighter for her. So though she came here for a so-called arthritic back, as this stays level, for doing this show, she gets to get a free massage. I think that's what motivated her to come up today. So that massage, in my opinion, is going to loosen up. She's very tight up here because this was off for 2 years. So now that that's fixed, she's going to get a massage next week. That'll loosen up her tight muscles. Then, when the time is right. Then I could push, but you can almost feel it's too tight. Most chiropractors ignore the signals of the body and they just go pounding away. They force it, they get it to crack. The patient never comes back. They never call the chiropractor and say, man, you made me worse. They come here. My last chiropractor, John, pounced on me. I couldn't breathe for 2 weeks. That's why these doctors don't refer people to the rough chiropractors. That's why I thank God that they're now referring them to a more gentle chiropractor, just like attorneys. So Brianna's pelvis is good. We talked to her about posture. People these days, they look down, texting on their phones, or they're down on their computer. So we asked her to either lower her seat, raise up the computer. If she texts, to keep her chin up. I want her posture to improve. The massage is going to loosen it. And eventually, it might take another visit or two. Her spine will loosen. And how is your neck doing?
Good.
No headaches at all?
No.
Okay. No headaches. No neck pain. So what do? Don't touch it. If your chiropractor says to you, even though you're fine, let's rack and crack both sides of the neck. This beautiful body God gave us, if something is good, I've learned, leave it alone. Now that she's level, leave it alone. We mainly just have to work on this tightness. So 2 years of pain, corrected in, was it 2 or 3 visits?
Today was like 4.
Okay, so 4 visits in 2 weeks. If I would have told anybody out there, if you're hurting for 2 years of pain, and she's right, not everybody will heal this fast. She's young and slender. I have some patients, what complicates my work, they're 75 years old, they're diesel mechanics, they have multiple degenerated discs, so we have to do traction. Maybe I need to refer them for epidural shots. Maybe even get their nerves burnt. So know that my heart is to help you, and if I cannot, I will refer you to other specialists. Thanks for watching the show. Give us a chance. Enjoy your holidays.